Hi, my name is Lovely Kapitan and she is Sheila. For today, we're going to interview about Exercise A. Exercise A is how of a typical product or services that cost less than 1,000 groceries or the likes. For question number 1, how often do you purchase products or services that cost less than 1,000? Miss Sheila.
Okay, so for me, I always purchase products or consider buying services for amount of less 1,000 because we all know that it's very expensive to buy unnecessary things. So when it comes to being practical, I always consider buying things that are mostly important for me and more cheaper products.
Thank you. For question number 2, what factors influence your decision to buy a product or services that cost less than 1,000?
For me, syempre, I tend to compare when it comes to products. Like, for example, sa buying ng mga daily needs ko, like mga food, kino-consider ko din na bumili na lang ng mas mura kasi parang mas okay na magtitipid ka. Syempre, hindi lang yun yung gastos mo and parang mas important na mag-buy ka ng products na less than 1,000 para meron ka pang budget sa susunod na gastos mo.
Thank you. For question number 3, are you likely to buy a product or services that cost less than 1,000? Online or in-store?
Depende naman. Pero when it comes to material things like makeup, yung mga ibang kailangan sa bahay, syempre, mas gusto natin mag-shop online like Shopee kasi mas accessible siya and aside from that, door-to-door na siyang i-deliver sa'yo. Pero when it comes to food, wala, nagluluto lang sa bahay para tipid.
Okay, thank you. For question number 4, how important is brand reputation when choosing a product or services that cost less than 1,000?
Syempre, when it comes to purchasing less than 1,000 na product, syempre importante pa rin yung brand kasi kaya nga meron tayong mga advertisement na napapanood kasi parang in that way, may mga products kasi na cheaper pero quality pa rin yung product. So, importante pa rin talaga yung brand reputation and yung quality na pwedeng i-show off ng isang product.
Thank you. For question number 6, have you ever been influenced by sales or promotion when buying product or services under 1,000?
Yes, because familiar yan sa atin kasi mostly sa panahon natin uso yung social media and different platforms na nag-a-advertise ng mga products like Shopee, TikTok, yan yung mga uso. So, syempre, nakaka-influence sila, nakaka-inganyo na bumili ng mga products, most especially kapag cheaper yung mga products nila.
Thank you. For question number 7, what would make you consider upgrading to a product or services that cost more than 1,000 in this category?
I think mag-upgrade lang ako ng isang bagay na mas mahal kapag pang matagalan. Like, for example, sa cellphone. Since everyday investment mo na siya eh. Lagi naman natin kailangan ng cellphone through communication and other things. So, para sa akin, worth it naman bumili ng cellphone kung medyo pricey.
Okay, for question number 8, how do you balance between wanting a product or services that cost less than 1,000 with ensuring its quality?
Yan, hindi ko na alam. Wait lang, post mo.
For question number 8, how do you balance between wanting a product or services that cost less than 1,000 when ensuring its quality?
For me, for example, sa service na pinapurchase ko, like, mahilig ako sa milk tea, meron akong isang store na lagi ko nang binibilan ng milk tea kasi parang suki na ako doon and parang repeat buyer na rin ako. So, when it comes to its price, para sa akin, mura siya pero super worth it nung lasa. So, para sa akin, balance pa rin siya kasi andun yung quality at the same time, it's cheaper.
Okay, for question number 9, would you be willing to pay slightly more than a product or services under 1,000 if it's offer additional features or benefits?
Yes, of course. Example lang yan sa service na usually pinapurchase ng isang babae is like magpasalon ka. Kunyari, may mga package sila na less than 1,000 and then kapag ka nag-purchase ka ng manicure, pedicure, may libreng foot spa, syempre hindi naman siguro kawalan kung magbibigay tayo ng much more na money dun sa nagbigay ng service sa atin. Parang it serve as a tip na rin dun sa nagbigay ng service sa'yo.
Thank you for the last question, Miss Sheila. How do you determine the value of a product or services that cost less than 1,000 before making a purchase?
Yun nga, same sa kaninang question, parang, syempre kapag nagbabay ka ng product, di ba, nag-check ka muna ng mga reviews and mga, yung mga ibang sinasabi ng tao about dun sa product na yun. So, para sa akin, bago ako bumili, minimake sure ko muna na worth it yung product and at the same time, magagamit ko siya every day and also worth it siya dun sa time mo kasi nag-aral ka kung okay ba yung product sa'yo and okay ba siya na wala siyang harm sa'yo. Yun lang.
Thank you, Miss Sheila. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Mia Bertulfo.
I'm Patricia Beneros.
And we are here to interview Miss Ivy. Exercise 2. What factors influence your behavior after making a purchase of a product?
After ko bumili ng products, nasa-satisfied ako kasi nabibili ko yung pangangailangan ko at saka ang saya rin kasi yung pangangailangan na yun, hindi lang siya sa gusto ko lang, gano'n. At saka worth it din siya kasi yung cellphone na yun, kaya gusto ko at kailangan ko rin siya kasi may online class rin, ganyan. So, nagagamit ko din talaga siya araw-araw.
How do you manage your budget and spending habits after making a purchase?
Yung namamanage ko yung pera ko, kunwari, bumibili ako ng mga, pangangailangan ko. So, yung mga natirang pera ko, binabudget ko na siya, sa pang-araw-araw.
3. Are there any behaviors you engage to track the effectiveness or performance of your purchase?
Meron, siya, nasisiyan ako kasi nakikita ko yung worth ng binili ko ng products like gadget, gano'n. So, siya, effective din siya, lalo na kung yung gadget na yon, nagagamit mo naman siya sa araw-araw, lalo na kung may online class kami.
How does your behavior change when you receive compliments or positive feedback about your purchase?
Nagbabago yung pag-uugali ko pag once na yung nagkakaroon ng positive feedback yung products na binili ko. So, nagkakaroon din ako ng confidence sa mga decision ko at open din ako sa mga opinion ng iba tungkol sa mga products na bibili nila or mga binibili nila.
Do you tend to make repeat purchases from the same brand or retailer, and what behaviors drive that decision?
Siguro yung behavior, yung kunwari bumibili ako online. So, may isang beses na bumili ako online. So, yung pagka-deliver nun, yung products na yun, maganda siya as in. So, yung parang napag-isipan ko na bumili ulit kasi affordable din naman yung price. Tapos, yung quality sobrang ganda din talaga. Tapos, yung mga feedback nung nagtitinda na yun, maganda rin. So, yung di ka magsisisi pag once na bumili ka din kasi worth it din talaga siya.
Factors influence your decision to purchase this product or service.
Yung nakaka-influence sa decision ko sa pagbili ng products is yung iniisip ko yung quality nun, tapos yung kalidad din ng products na yun, tapos yung yung duration din ng product na yun, at all service na yun.
How did you research the product or services before making your purchase?
Yung mahilig mag-shopping. So, yung di ba sa Shopee may catalog naman doon. So, yung products na yun, nagustuhan ko siya, pipindutin ko yung catalog na yun. So, yung hanapin ko yung feedbacks nila kung okay ba, or yung di ba maganda yung quality ng products or mga presyo nun. So, titingnan ko muna yun ng maigi bago ako bumili ng products nila. At yung gugustuhin kong products.
or benefits that appeal to you most?
Yung mas nakaka-attract sa akin sa product is yung quality niya, tapos yung affordable price, and yung duration din nung products ko, hanggang kailan siya tatagal or tatagal nga ba talaga. So, ayun yung mga nakapaloob sa akin na gusto ko sa products.
Did you compare this product or service with the other similar option?
Oo. Kasi kunwari, sa pag bumili ka sa kunwari sa palengke, bibili ka doon. So, titingnan mo muna yung price niya or kung mahal ba or kaya ng budget mo, bibilihin mo siya. Tapos sa naman, sa online, mas mura doon kasi yung may siya, shipping fee na, tapos may voucher din siya. So, mas yung iba, or ako din, mas pipiliin ko bumili dun sa sa Shopee kasi mura lang din siya at maganda yung quality.
Primary reason for choosing this product or service over
Kaya mas pinipili ko bumili sa online kasi maganda din kasi yung quality nung product, tapos mura lang din talaga siya. So, yung pag once na yung bago ka pa lang sa Shopee, yung user ka pa lang, pwede ka makabili doon ng piso. So, ayun. Kaya doon ako bumibili.
Hi, I am Zaren. I am with John, and I'm going to ask him the exercise fee, a product or service that costs more than 15K or above. The customer feels, reveals something about the kind of person she or he is, can be something that she or he really wants go to have. So, what product did you purchase recently that cost 15,000 or above?
A product that is worth more than 15,000 that I recently bought was my gaming PC.
So, can you tell me how this product affects your everyday life?
It gives convenience in completing my schoolworks, and it also allows me to play different games that I like.
How this product affects your behavior after you bought it?
After having my gaming PC, I've been relying on it in accomplishing different agendas or different works that I have to do, thus making my life easier and a little bit enjoyable.
Did the product satisfy you? If so, in what way?
Yes, mainly in satisfying my gaming needs.
How do you feel about your purchase now that you've had the opportunity to use or enjoy the product or service?
Simply, it was really worth it for its price, regardless of how much I have spent on it.
Do you believe this purchase reveals anything about your personality, values, or goals?
Yes, it says it says a lot about my personality of having a gaming hobby. Also, it could be intertwined with my dream of being a professional esports athlete.
As a consumer, do you think that spending a large amount of money is necessary?
I think yes, as long as your daily necessities are not neglected, but no if otherwise.
What made you spend too much on that?
Maybe because I take it as more of a need than a want.
Have you ever think a lot of times before spending your money on the product or service you like?
Yes, but only if my balance would drop down to zero after spending.
Do you think it's a wise decision to spend money on that?
Yes, since I could use it for different purposes that would help me to accomplish things.
Does it ever satisfy your desire in what way?
Yes, mainly because I am purposely filling the gaps from my childhood and helping me to prepare myself from the needs of my adulthood.
That's all. Thank you.